If you're a seasoned nest leader with more than 10 years experience and you've reached a point where you were so passionate about your career, but after years of giving, you've reached a point where you've run empty, and now when you're working or when you're doing the work that you do, you feel unstimulated, the passion is gone. You ask yourself, what am I still doing? And you know deep down that there is more to life than this. And you're contemplating even quitting nursing because you cannot stand being in a demanding role, asking someone for time off and not having control over your time. Well, today I'm talking about how to become an independent nurse consultant in 2025 so that you can turn your nursing expertise into income, and so that you can take what you're already good at and work on your own terms by providing consulting services to healthcare providers. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. What is the value of your nursing expertise? You know, sometimes we take for granted things that we've already done and we assume that people do not need our services. But I just want to reassure you that as an experienced nurse leader, your expertise is gold. The reason for this is because there is a chronic shortage of nurses, experienced nurses, because they are leaving the profession due to the demands and chronic nurse burnout that, like healthcare systems just cannot seem to deal with. As a result, many nurses are choosing different professions. You as an experienced nurse leader have skills that are in demand and that someone will happily pay money for. So if you've ever sat there doubting your expertise and looking down upon yourself, I want to reassure you that your expertise is gold, and start viewing your expertise as gold. Nurse consulting is a specialized professional service where experienced nurses, just like you, use their expertise to help and solve problems for healthcare or even non-healthcare providers. Nurse consultants work in many various industries, and this includes pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, long-term care facilities, home health, IV hydration clinics. The list is endless. The role of the nurse consultant is dynamic. So you go from being a practitioner to an advisor. And in some instances, you can even help healthcare providers implement the solutions you will be proposing. Keep in mind that the primary goal of nurse consulting is to solve problems. How do you get started in 2025? Here are 3 simple steps. The first ingredient is you. What experience do you bring to the table? If you're experienced in regulatory compliance, well, there's a start. If you've been in home health, there is a start. If you're in finances and budgeting, you can concentrate on that. If you've been in continence management and helping your company streamline the budget for continence care product and reduce pressure areas due to compromised continence care, then you can assist healthcare providers in that area. Look back on the past 10, 20, 30, or even 40 years of your nursing experience and ask yourself what 3 services really stand out to you when it comes to what you've achieved and the projects you've completed. A word of caution here: when you're looking at what consulting services to offer and when you're analyzing your expertise, remember to really focus and dig in on areas that you want to continue working in. I advise against you just continue doing work that you hate as a consultant, because then you will not be able to grow your business and you will have the same problem that you had in your boring, unstimulating, demanding job. You want to create, as a consultant, you want to create a business that you're excited to wake up to every day. So it starts with you going deep on the expertise that you're excited about. And then, talking about expertise, have a look at your personality. Where do you naturally shine? I recommend the Nearest Type Explorer test. It's highly accurate and it will tell you what your personality type is. If you've ever done a Myers-Briggs test, then the Nearest Type is very similar to that. So go into the Nearest Type, find out what you are. So I know for me, I'm a Consul J. according to your personality type, where do you thrive in? It will even show you your career strengths and weaknesses and the kind of setups where you thrive. And I just really challenge you to do that test. And as you come out with consulting services based on your expertise, just cross-check with your personality type so that you can build an aligned business that is fulfilling to you. If you're getting value, hit that subscribe button. Second step in getting started is looking at your specific healthcare industry's biggest problems. Why is it important for you to know the problems? Because again, remember, I said as a consultant, your primary goal is to solve problems, and you cannot solve problems that you do not know. You're probably well aware of the problems within your industry. So it might be, heavy regulation leading to non-compliance with accreditation standards. So whatever the problems that healthcare providers are experiencing, really dig into these problems and get a thorough understanding. If you don't know what the problems are, then here's ways that you can find the problems. Go into your local news and see what the press is saying about healthcare providers in your area. Listen to what the locals are saying about healthcare providers, about a hospital, long-term care facility, the disability companies. Just really open your ears and you will hear a lot about what people are saying. Look it up on Google. Go to Google, type up your specific industry. So type up if it's long-term care, so long-term care problems, and then go to news, and it will bring up all the juiciest news that is happening in that specific niche or industry. Have a look on LinkedIn news as well. People talk a lot on LinkedIn, and especially when a topic is trending, you will get a lot of information from there. If you want to continue digging, a really great place for you to find information is on the particular regulatory website of your healthcare area or niche. Look up what standards healthcare providers are being held up to and have a look to see if healthcare providers are complying or whether they're able to meet those problems and needs. If your particular healthcare area even lists out facilities with issues or non-compliant facilities, take down the names of those facilities because they might well become your first or second consulting client. List down all these problems, come up with a minimum of 10 problems in your area. Step number 3 is to validate. Ask yourself if there's an actual need for the services that you want to offer. How do you validate? By asking healthcare providers or your potential consulting clients what problems they're facing. I encourage you to put your listening ears on and do not assume for a minute that you know what they need. The one who understands the client's problem wins all the time. As a nurse consultant, your mindset shifts from being an employee to a business owner or entrepreneur. And the business owner who understands their clients best wins all the time. Knowing the specific problems and answers to these challenges that your clients have will set you apart from other nurse consultants as well. When you have these conversations, really take notes, record the conversations if they allow you to, and ask follow-up questions. You're not there to tell them what you do, but really to listen. All this gold that you get from validating if there's a gap for your service, you would take that gold and use it in building profitable consulting packages. Well, there you have it. That is how you get started. Now that you have the foundation, by knowing what services to offer, you are off to the races, really. It's about packaging all that information into a proposal and starting to have conversations with healthcare providers and securing your first client. It does sound exciting that you are transitioning from a place where you were in a traditional job, no flexibility, no freedom, to now having flexibility and freedom and control over your time. And if you're sitting there really wanting to take that leap and have time freedom and have the ability to scale your income through nurse consulting, then book a free consultation with me. Link is in the description below. And if you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe.